Yeah, even more so on the N64.
And finally, here we are. Racing through Bedo's wild rides. What can you tell us about this track?
Solid time on this track would be 250 or less. So, yeah, we're going through it. Oh, Mike's not taking the cave and is swerving around it.
So the rules are very basic here. You got your time limit to get the fastest time you can, and you are allowed to finish an attempt after the time has run out, but you can only reset until the final minute.
Yeah. Ooh, Mike that's no good crashing. So we have Mike entering into the slot slalom, the last part of the track. Opting for the tent. And yeah, Mike's going for gutsy for the tent. And we are onto it.
And what is the fastest theoretical route that you can do here?
Full track, I think, is like around 239.
Notice there's a skip here that you could technically do, but for this qualifier, it's all going to be no skips. You might see skips later in the tournament, though.
Definitely.
And it's also going to be with upgrades. What that means is players can just use whatever combination of upgrades they like.
Oh, Mike with a crash into the tent. Whoa, Nfro crashed in the tunnel. Ooh, that's no good. Hit the ice pillar on the other side of the track.
You don't see that too often.
Oh, he's taking the scenic route cave. Nope, he's restarting.
This track, it's kind of gimmicky with the ice physics and everything, but it's quite popular.
Popular because this was one of the tracks that our committee was pretty unanimous on, that both Panther and I were on.
It's easily the most popular choice out of all the
Endo Prime tracks.
Qualifier tracks. Not so much for some of the others.
No. So. Yeah, so. Ooh! That's no good, crashing in the cave.
Yeah, eventually you will have to finish a run, even if it's not very good, just to have a time.
Yeah. Mike taking an interesting boost pattern. He's opting for the slot and the slalom and also the tent. Three. Ooh, that's no good with another crash. And on the final lap, Nfro on his final lap.
Don't be too harsh on that's no good. He's a newcomer.
Yeah.
And you are very much encouraged to join this tournament as a newcomer.
Yeah.
And there have been players that were new for the last tournament, and you can just see how much they've improved.
Here we go.
By now.
Mike on his final portion. 240.71 for Mike. 40.705. That is a really fast time for this track.
240.
Second overall.
705. It's really hard to see the exact times.
Yeah, Mike got 240.705.
Trying to write them down, but it's hard.
Oh.
That's no good. Has not finished an attempt yet. Right?
Nope.
Because he really should at some point.
Uh-oh. On. Trouble seeing frames, but ooh, for the slot. Looks like Mike's trying to max heat before the 10 entry and use the speed terrain on the ice tunnel to make up for it.
Yeah. So for people who aren't professional pod racers, what do you mean by speed terrain?
I meant to say fast terrain.
Yeah, I mean it's fast terrain, speed terrain. What does that mean?
Basically, it's terrain that makes you go faster than your normal speed. And usually it can be down slopes, but the ice in the tunnel portion of Beatles Wild Ride will give you a speed boost.
Yeah,
A bit more optimal with Ben because it takes a slow time to heat, so you can really max out the speed there. Oh, Mike with a crash.
So normally, for your boost, fast terrain is not the optimal place to be boosting.
Yeah, it's not that optimal. It's usually optimal to do it on slow terrain, which is terrain that slows you down. There are some exceptions.
Boosts that they are doing, it's supposed to be planned boost lines. It's not just improvised.
Definitely.
All the heating, you have to carefully plan it. You never want to be underheating.
Yeah,
Like
and if
when
you're ever wondering
heat is
what
at the
we mean
lowest,
by underheat, it means that it's all the time that you waste not boosting because you're at zero heat, and boosting heats up your heat meter when you go in red.
yeah, you either want to be boosting or cooling down.
Underheating is really easy to do, fully upgraded, since all but 4 pods cool down faster than they heat up. Ooh, Mike narrowly missed the ice arch. Ooh.
Ooh, Nfro fell down. Couldn't use the tunnel as a shortcut.
Up. Oh, very clean 10 entry by Mike there.
If anyone's wondering...
Oh, and he crashed in the tunnel.
Yeah, if anyone's wondering, you can't use the 10th part in lap 1. Let's see what time Nfro gets.
Yeah.
Ah! That hurts.
Boost got canceled and he lost a bit of time from that. Oh! He crashed at the last second. 53 second lap, first lap for Mike. Very solid.
I refreshed my
Refresh the
commentator
stream.
stream again, and if I'm still behind, then I can't do anything.
Another 53 for Mike. See what happens. Oh! Right at the 10 at the last lap.
No, there's still time for a restart and a full attempt now. Not for much longer.
'54 lap by Nfro.
And
Not bad at
not
all.
Going to finish this one.
Yeah.
Not?
Nope.
At least, if I haven't paid attention, did he finish one yet?
I'm not so sure.
He's running out of time.
Yeah, he's running out of time, yeah. Okay. Throw into the final slalom. Taking a little safer line. Here he goes. On
Maybe
pace for
someone
a
should
243.
Tell him that, yeah, he should just finish one. Even if it's with crashes and everything, you don't want to have no time at all.
Yeah.
And like, we're getting to the last minute very soon.
Yeah, he can't restart for much longer. Have just a minute left to start the run.
Yeah, but people are having a rough time here on Betos today.
Oh yeah, oh! That's no good, fell off the bridge.
And the upcoming tracks are not going to be easier.
I think Sunken City is a little bit easier than this track, to be honest.
Or at least, I don't think... no, we will not be seeing this new trick there.
Yeah, because
It's not even decided yet if it's a skip or not.
No. And it's like, and it almost like it kills you more often than succeeds. 55.24 for Nfro first lap. Oh. Crashing on the ice. Okay, the 1 minute barrier has been reached, so no more restarting for either player.
I hope that No Good will finish this one. I don't even know if it would be possible to reach him now. I think he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have a second.
All of them are in their last. All of them are in their last round now. Oh. Nfro into the final lap.
Yeah, compared to the other matches, this Betos has been rough.
Oh, Nfro with a crash. And it looks like Nfro is just stopping now.
Yep, taking what he had. So what was his time? Still a...
I saw like a 243 or something. Okay. So now we're just waiting on Mike and That's So Good to finish their last runs.
43...
243.417.
Alright.
Oh, he survived it this time.
Oh no, what is that no good doing?
Yo,
Doesn't have-
and let's see if he has a time limit or he even get a time.
Did he not understand the rules? We need to.
What should we do for a DNF? Oh! And Mike drops out, so those times will stand. So have a DNF for That's No Good, 240 from Mike, and a 243.417 from Nfro. Now we have about like roughly a 2-minute break before going into the next track in Sunken City. Oh, he got 239. Oh, no, that's not correct. He got 240. I think the Discord people are telling us we got the times.
So we're waiting for Sunken City. This one will be 20 minutes.
20 minutes for Sunken City.
I think it was 20, yeah.
Yeah, 20. I think 20 minutes is it.
Right,
Yeah.
just set that.
Good. There we go. Looks like looks like we're getting ready to run Sunken City. Go. Okay, the go has been given, and we have 20 minutes.
Sunken City is a very different track compared to all the flying and ice sliding of speedos. It's very much about one specific section that you want to get perfectly with minimal speed loss, but you can easily just die trying to get through it.
That's a sharp hairpin in a broken tunnel.
The thing about this track is it's it doesn't stand out very much. A lot of it is shared with Aquilaris Classic and Bumpy's Breakers, the other two Aquilaris
Practically the whole
tracks.
track. Oh, Mike with a crash. And here's Nfro going with the difficult shortcut. And he breaks, but makes it through.
So, what is like the highest speed you can keep going through it?
I'm not so sure. It tends to vary with the pod, but Ben is, after all, the fastest one with the highest boost thrust at 400.
Yeah, we might see some more pod variety in the next track.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's like 3 pods that can be, and then there's also 5 others, also, and then 2 more, because, I mean, for Punta Classic, you can use either Ben, Bullseye, Mars, or even Mahonic or Elan Mac.
Yeah, we know from last year that Mike is not afraid of using Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, he used it to beat Ace on Inferno in the semifinal.
That was a cleaner shortcut for Nfro.
And that's no good, playing it safe through that hairpin.
Yeah, we told him that he should definitely finish an attempt this time.
Yeah.
This is the track where you unlock Bullseye, and that's about where most people move on. But the evil track selection committee thought that it was a good idea to have this in the qualifier.
Yeah. I mean, Bullseye is one of the best pods in the game, but people don't. But the track is just so boring.
And the doors that they're going through, at one part, they're on a cycle.
Yeah.
So if you know your pace, you know where they are.
And also which lap you're on, too. There we go, into the final figure 8. Here's scene 406.56 for Nfro. 406.562. Mike, he's now coming up on the final section 2. See what he gets. And he's getting a 402.
Ah.
402.35. 402.349.
So, just as a comparison to the other players, I mean, in the other qualifying matches so far, Mikeyburger got a a really good speedos. Like
Yeah, I think it's
the second best, yeah. And now for Sunken City, it's also the second best.
Yeah, Mike is like a long-time veteran, very skilled player.
Just like you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we go back a decade in this game, and Mike and I were long-time friends and rivals in it.
There was this older community before RTA was a thing and the speedrun.com leaderboard.
Yeah.
That's where Mike and Game Drink were coming from.
Yeah,
Remember
same thing
when
with me.
YouTube groups were a thing? Those things you could make? Yeah. When YouTube was actually having some good features. I think the group was called the Podracing Elite.
Yeah, Podracing Elite.
Yeah, that's no good. Coming up on the finish.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, played a bit conservatively at times to make sure to get at least one decent time in. And this is a... I hope I can read it.
534.625 for That's No Good. Ooh, failed the shortcut, which is really easy to do. Ooh, close call by Mike.
So yeah, you can restart on during the time limit until the final minute. In the final minute, you are allowed to finish your attempt. You can finish your attempt even if the timer has already run out. Just no restarts at the final minute. Oh, the people in the speedrunning this game will have to use the midichlorians to win. So it's a prequel game after all. Nfro denied the shortcut entry.
Yeah, he... And we lost the timer.
It's not good. And I don't mean the player called that's no good. Yeah, based on the time I set go in Discord, we're 10 minutes in. That's all I can say.
Okay, just punched in a timer on my phone for about 8:30, and when it hits 1 minute on my phone, I might as well just give the order that they're out of running because
Oh, the
we lost
timer
the timer.
is back on screen.
Time it from my phone if I can. Oh, here we go. Nfro got it back. Great.
Is it the same timer though?
Nfro has his timer back. Great.
And Mike is about to finish an attempt.
Yeah. About to finish it. Then let's see what he gets. Oh, a low 402. 402.12, which is slightly faster than what he did previously. 402.124.
Yeah, Mike is sending a message here for the rest of the tournament. So yeah, the best sunken city we had so far was a 4 minutes flat.
Yeah, which is pretty close to the Holy Grail, because I think the world record for this trek is like 3:59.
It's by so the best time, yeah, is by Ace. The world record, does he also have it? The best is by Ace, yeah, 3:59.84.
Oh, Nfro knew he was going to crash right away at that line. Well, the valves that Mikey just went past through also have a very distinctive pattern to them on a free lap attempt, because on lap 1, the front left and the front left and the back right are wide open. Second lap, opening and closing of the gates favors the left side, and on lap 3, the opening and closing of the gates favors the right side. Crashing and taking the scenic route, that's no good as doing.
The shortcut is not easy for newcomers. It's such a confusing part of the track.
Yeah, and you have to practically tilt a good chunk, if not all the way, because of how narrow it is.
And that new skip or not skip that we mentioned, Ace found, that you can get on top of that pipe thing that you go into to then go into the shortcut. You can get on top of that and go basically the shortcut route, but you fly over it.
Yeah, it's even riskier than that shortcut.
The world record for bumpy breakers with skips is using it in one of the laps.
Oh, are we going to see a 401? Yes, that's a 401.92, it looks like.
Okay, that's no good. Improved his time by 10 seconds.
524.7 for that's no good. And a 401.916 for Mike. That's really, really solid.
Yeah. So, yeah, we did see a 401.
Wonder, is Mike taking a break, like quitting while he's ahead?
Does he have to restart the game for some reason? Because it's going to be close to get one full attempt.
I thought when he did it, I thought he was just quitting while he was ahead.
Yeah, no time for a full attempt and the reset. No, that's over. We're not at the final minute yet. So nice, that's no good, just taking that time. See, what he wants to do is he wants to be good compared to the other newcomers, of course.
On 21.74, not bad for a first lap. Oh, Mike might just be doing one more attempt, or is he rebooting his game? No?
Oh, don't play chess, play Star Wars Racing.
Oh! Nfro still has time for one more attempt.
Oh, and he has to check all the upgrades again. So yeah, this will really be one more attempt at best.
Oh!
Come on, Mike. That's too late.
Okay, so now we're just waiting on Nfro now.
This is the last chance.
Ooh, engine fire.
That's
And
not.
I think we're
Engine
okay.
fire
We end
into
with
the
40
shortcut.
seconds left on the clock. 406.562 for Nfro, it looks like.
Yeah, that how does that compare? That's I think 5th place overall. Yeah, 5th place. So it's now setting up for the Boonta Classic.
Yeah, one of the hardest tracks in the game, and the one with the only truly unavoidable hazard in the Tuscan Dune turn.
Yeah, there's some RNG there, but yeah, as Hugh, our N64 master, actually found some decent way to have the luck be more in his favor. If you read about it.
Yeah, but still doesn't completely eliminate it. Okay, Nfro is going for bullseye Navoir. Okay, we have 20.
Have fun with 25 minutes of one of the hardest tracks. The one from the movie you all love to hate.
And note that the reason why Mike and Nfro are using another racer here is because there are two parts of this track and a stalactite right before the Tuscan Dune turn, and one rock on Hut's Flat right after the crack that the AI will automatically take you out regardless.
So yeah, Sepulpa will be our friendly helper in this. What a nice guy.
Ooh,
So
and
this shortcut here at the start of the track is just the best intended shortcut in the game.
I'd say it's probably at least like maybe 5 or 10 seconds.
Obviously, it's faster to use Ben Quadinaros here, but some people prefer to use more consistent pods, like
Bullseye or Mars Glow.
Mars is also seen, yeah. Can do a skip here that is not allowed today.
Oh!
The thing is, when you use Bullseye, you have those good controls, but your Podracer is also made of cardboard and super fragile.
Glass bones, as we call them on the Discord page. And there's Glass Bones at work. Or took a light hit, and he's already in the red in the back engine.
Don't worry, you'll see the epic shortcuts sooner rather than later.
Okay, here we go. Nfro approaching the Tuscan Dune turn.
The Tuscan Raiders are shooting at you, or at least it's simulated by random fires popping up, giving you nice engine fires and also ice physics when you're around them.
Oh, and that's no good. Took an engine fire. Oh, Mike took an engine fire too.
The classic cheap death you can get here is being thrown into the sand crawler by a fire. There's nothing you can do.
They always had the scrap delivered right to them in that case. And a 140 for Mike.
That missing the top path. It's actually faster to go up that ramp and then down again. And now Nfro's good pace is dead. The nasty, I think it's called Beggar's Canyon.
Beggar's Canyon, yep. Ooh!
The re-release will happen on 23rd.
Yep. Oh, and
At least if the Force is with us.
and
I
that's
believe
no
it when
good.
it's
Crashed
there.
into the flag tank. And then the Jawas, they got more scrap freight delivered to them.
These are obviously the same Javas in the same sandcrawler that we see in the original Star Wars. Let's be real.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mike went right through a flame, but yeah, unaffected.
Here we go. Like into the final stretch.
The hot flats.
Yep.
Oh, gets the sub 5.
459.58. $459.579 for Mike. Uh, 531.563 for Nfro, but he's gonna go right for another attempt.
Yeah, and Mike is third best on Bunta with this time. Our best was a 4:55.
Yeah, 455.994 by King Bing Dip. Ooh, I'm amazed Nfro survived that hit. Oh, you kind of, I got a
7-12.
feeling Mike would do crash on that line.
A 7-12 or
12.679. Oh, and Mike misses the jump. Ooh.
I mean, it's nice to see this game getting on a PlayStation console finally, after the PS1 version was cancelled back in '99.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it didn't make it to the PlayStation when it was by far the best-selling system of that era.
I just hope they use the PC version, because part of me still thinks they are just going to use the N64 version. We'll
Which
see.
got compressed a ton because of the limited space on the cartridge.
If you want to know a fun fact about the Dreamcast version, the Dreamcast version allows for a unique credit warp any percent category. Very, very obscure, and there is currently no run of it. I think you have to use a specific North American release and use one of those visual memory units that they made for the Dreamcast controller as a gimmick, and then take that out mid-game. That confuses the game, because Dreamcast games are supposed to handle if a player removes the VCU, but for some reason they forgot about that in that version of Star Wars Racer, and you can really mess with it.
$145, $146. Not a bad time with Bullseye.
Yeah, just your random Star Wars Racer trivia of the day.
Barely dodged the Sandcrawler with an engine fire.
You can see this track is so brutal. You could say that it did a good job emulating it from the movie.
Yeah. $140.75.
Mike going through the cave that killed Rex Tyrell in the movie. And
Yep,
now
killed in
Darn
a crash into a stalactite.
Which caused his surviving relatives to found the Rex Tyrell Foundation that successfully got pod racing banned. Oh man, that's the classic dying on the exit.
Yeah. You're not gonna survive that exit unless you tilt pretty much.
But yeah, it's as Ace said in the chat that I don't think he was on pace to beat his time. But overall, it's unbelievable how consistent Mike is at this game.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is amazingly consistent, skilled player in this. Long-time veteran of it too.
he's no longer having like the absolute best times, the world records like he used to, but his consistency is just something else.
Yeah, last year's tournament, he had the lowest death rate of any player.
Oh come on, Ted. That's no good. We'll get a new, better time, significantly better, but his stream is a slideshow.
Looks like a 658.
656. Or 58.
658.626.
Like you really have to guess.
No, I have eyes good enough to see that.
And 64 eyes.
658.626.
Mike is also a veteran Need for Speed Most Wanted runner.
Yeah.
The original one, of course.
Wow, that was a huge bunch of close calls for Nfro in that Tuscan Dune turn section. 139 for Mike. And crashes in the crack with bullseye.
It's a psychological thing, that part. Yeah, this track is very important for your overall time. Being the longest. No, they are not playing with two N64 controllers, but it is possible to do that. They are all playing on PC. We haven't got any N64 players in the tournament.
Here we go. Oh my god! What is he gonna do? That warning probably cost him a sub 5.
5 minutes flat.
That warning probably cost him. He didn't go into the warning, he probably would have gotten sub 5.
How did he get that engine damage in the middle?
Yeah, that's interesting, because usually it's the front that takes the biggest.
Does anyone remember Nfro's time? I think he didn't even look at it.
Oh, it's certainly faster. 524.75.
Is Nfro's game still alive?
I think the game crashed on him.
The game crashing is part of your pod racing experience.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know, Draco, you could have entered this tournament representing the N64 players.
No, thank you. I'm much more happier doing this.
But I generally like your attitude at this, like this old school speedrun mentality. That it's not all about just world records and nothing else counts. It's just get that really good looking run that you're satisfied with. That's the primary goal. Be like the old SD8 times.
Interesting. It looks like Mike is deliberately taking out that first rock despite having Saboba who can take it out for him.
You know, maybe if we keep pushing this game enough, making it more and more popular, we can convince these people to finally make a proper remake of it.
Ooh. That. Looking like that.
Still time for another
Still
attempt.
time for him to run. Yep, he's restarting. Nope. Starting. Ooh. That's what can happen when you're using agile but fragile bullseye. And he. This
Never
is the
complain about
shortcut
Char
jump.
Char when you also got this game from the same movie. To this day, I wish they would actually try to make maybe a TV series or a movie or whatever, where they tell the story of Char Char, what happened after the prequels, and they actually make it really good and everything, and make him the most sympathetic character.
Oh man. And
Or to do
And
the Sith
no
Lord
more runs.
angle, I really don't care.
now we're waiting on Nfro now. Last run.
Jar Jar has to redeem himself because after all he helped Sheev get to power.
Okay, we are out of time, but Nfro is
Still going.
ongoing.
Yeah, I will take a look at the total times until now. Mike is at 11:42 overall. So, what kind? Where would he rank with a good time on the next track?
Well, it comes down to Abyss.
Is third best on Didos, second best. Oh, second best on Didos, second best on Sunken. You can turn it off now.
And Nfro quits. So now we're on to the final track in a bit.
Yeah, he will need a good Abyss. Yeah, Abyss it is.
Yeah, because
What an evil kind of selection committee would possibly choose both Bunta Classic and Abyss?
well, I know you were the biggest proponent of it.
Yeah, good. I was all like, I can feel your anger, so on. This will also be the shortest track today. 15 minutes. And extremely punishing. Just waiting for the players to be ready. For this wonderful track. racetrack in the clouds, but it's not Cloud City. Or Ibana. It's obviously not the same thing. I mean, it's just like, you wouldn't go to Jakku and say that's Tatooine. That's totally a different planet. Draco, are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. I see Mike is using Ben.
Yep, I think he knows after King Bean Dip and Ace that he has to use Ben to stay in the top 3 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike has good times, but his compared to King Bean, yeah, his Bunta is a few seconds slower. Cause yeah, it's the longest track, so it really matters. So yeah, this is the infamous part, the shortcut that you have to get, or you have to do that terrible penalty lap. You are allowed to climb back up to a certain point as a backup. That's not considered a skip. No guardrails, and the ones it has are a suggestion. Because this is a track for grown-ups. There's a reason why Anakin didn't race on this track in episode 1.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh! Hit the lip of the ramp, and that caused Mike to lose his engine.
Ah yeah, welcome to Abyss. And the pot you unlock here happens to be one of the worst.
Ozzy Baranta. Awful in practically everything, and actually has the dubious honor of still heating up faster than cooling down, even fully upgraded.
But hey, at least we got a good emote for Twitch out of him. Smug Buzzy.
I wonder why they put him as the track favorite when Bozzy is listed in the lore as a nervous Nelly who always goes into the pits more than he should.
Yeah, I wonder if this game being terrible to run on a stream on a new computer has something to do with the fact that it was made for Windows 98.
Windows 98, Dreamcast, and 64.
So far, Abyss has not been nice. the arcade cabinet. How is anyone forgetting about the Game Boy Color version? You don't have to get that second shortcut. It's obviously slow to miss it, but it's not make it or break it.
Yeah, the first part, staying on the top level where Mike's on, the second lap is the make or breaker of the track.
Oh god, no. Falling down on lap 3, or that's no good.
Yes, painful. Back on the final lap.
Yeah, let's focus on him. Falls down.
Oh, took a bonk, massive. I think he's restarting.
Oh, the rate reset.
Oh, Nfro attempted the save and held the boost with super fragile bullseye. What luck is that?
Yeah, this track in the qualifier is what happens when the selection committee gives in to the temptation of the dark side.
Don't blame me for it. I was the main dissenter on this.
There was still good in you. .98 lap for Mike first. That's Okay, that was
pretty
an
insane.
unusual way to die for Nfro. Don't see that all the
Yeah.
time.
This is what Nfro said in the previous stream where he said about how it was held together with digital duct tape.
And Mike got that death again, going into that shortcut.
Yeah.
Just like Bedo's, Abyss is not nice today.
Ooh.
No finished attempts yet. Because
Player has
Abyss is being Abyss. Well, at least that's no good. We'll finish this one for sure.
just 50 seconds for Nfro on the first lap. See if he can save himself. Hell, he's waiting to the bitter end by how he didn't bother with that portion, and he crashes.
He could save others from
46.07.
falling down on Abyss, but he could not save himself. What's that is...
I cannot tell.
18?
310.187.
310, right?
Looks like 310, yeah.
310, 187. You have to use your imagination here.
There he goes. The final portion. Let's see if he does the skip.
Yes.
219.47 out of Mike.
It's a new lap record.
219.47 exact.
With his total time, he will not beat King Bean. He needs something better than that.
Oh! Wonder if Nfro's knowing that take. Oh, he tries it, gets it up. Makes it, now he's on the final lap. Oh, he's in the warning really deep now. Yeah. I think he was on double warning.
I wonder if how much lag a ghost would produce in this game. Has Nfro finished one yet?
He was so close, and then he hit warning on 2 of his engines. Actually, 2 parts of his engine.
Oh yeah. The game.
And
The child.
that's still good. Tried to hold the slap boost and couldn't. .45.
Yeah, it's really stressful. He needs to finish a time
might be
here.
able to beat his time.
If he has to finish with a penalty lap here, it will really hurt his seeding.
It's a new lap record.
You can restart until the final minute, and then you have as much time as you need to just finish your attempt. Even if the timer has run out, you can finish your attempt.
I think Mike's on pace to beat his.
Oh no, Nfro!
Oh!
I'm starting to
Nfro!
worry.
Here he goes. 14, 16. 218.94. He beat it by like half to a full second.
But it's not enough.
No. 218.942 for Mike.
But obviously he wants to get a good standing. There are other players left.
Okay, he's going for another attempt.
The time he would need to get to beat King Bean is unrealistic. But oh man, Nfro, I I really don't want him to get screwed over by Abyss.
It's a new lap record.
Being slightly more cautious. Oh, and Mike, oh, just in the window to restart. Going to, and I think he's just calling it.
Is this how Anakin felt when he murdered all the Sand people?
Not so sure.
It's a new lap record.
Here we go. Final attempt by Nfro. Here we go. Come on. He makes it!
Yeah, he could at least avoid the penalty lap. Yeah, but if you get through this qualifier, then you're ready for anything, really.
Here we go. Going in for it. Final turn for Nfro. And he gets a 231.54.
Yeah, that was our match. Where we finally saw how nasty Abyss can be. And how evil certain committee members were for selecting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was the same opinion on this. Are you Adora side with you? I'm putting Abyss on the map. Abyss 231.539.
Yeah, GG. So for this qualifiers, do we just end it here? Do we get them into the commentary? Should have 2 of these matches left.
Now we
If
have
everything
2
goes
left from 4
according to
players.
plan. So yeah, time to wrap this up. Was not easy to start, thanks to a Windows 98 game, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. 2 more of these, and then it's time for the final stage of this tournament.
Yeah, the main tournament.
So, thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.
Yeah, thanks to you, Andy, for commenting with me, and
thanks to
end
you.
with this, and we'll see you in the main tournament, probably.
May the force be with you.
Force will be with you always. Take care, everyone.